when it's one thing right after the other. The nerve really. Miss me, I know it's been 15 long days since I've been away. Tell me you waiting at home with the baby and tell her that daddy's so proud of the way. She teach her mama I've been writing about you in these songs. You taking me higher, no need for a lighter. The spark of my fire inspired this poem. Gone.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Detroit Lions. The punter Jack Fox has us ready to go, and we are underway here at Ford Field. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Okay, ready? Ready?
On the ground, it's a rookie from Tennessee. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Sanders. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. You only got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially up to 34.
Their own 34-yard line.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Play action. It's Goff. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The Lions at 2-1 now to start the campaign. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a 2nd and 10. Goff now looks to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here we go. Hey, kick. 70 Lions.
Out of the gun here, Sanders. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Like my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling on the field for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Second down and 4. Here's Sanders. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
To throw is Sanders. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. We talk about this Lions defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 30. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply the offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
First and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. That's into the hands of Corey Freeman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Gibbs straight ahead. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play. Here's second and 10.
At their 49-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Goff. That is caught by Laporta. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone and throw more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
23 yards, the final tally. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and here's Gibbs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. As they come up now, second and goal.
White 20! What's that?
Goff now looking to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Mason Graham in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
He goes to live! 180!
Out of the gun. Goff. And that will be incomplete. Now we'll pause for an injury, and it's the quarterback, Jared Goff, shaken up on the play. Bates' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys. All right,
Throwing out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. The slot man in motion right. Sanders to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Sanders pass intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
After the interception, here's Goff. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
8-yard loss.
On 4th down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, maybe that's the spark that they needed here, Charles. Trailing, but a big block. We'll see if that swings the momentum a bit.
You mentioned the word spark. I'm just wondering, as they went off the field and the offense was coming out, did one of those special teams members say, hey, obviously we haven't given up on this one. We're giving you a little bit of a spark. What are you going to do with it?
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Sanders. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
First down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Buying time to his left. Open man downfield is Jeudy. He's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy, 30 yards. And the Browns take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown and a field goal was blocked.
Yeah, everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, kick, obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. He's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard after the 39. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. From the gun, here's Goff. Throw caught by Raymond. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers.
And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now Goff. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
70.
Throwing, Sanders. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
3rd and less than a yard.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Sanders. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
17.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
35-yard line.
Goff. Open man is running with it. He's got it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts.
That's good.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. So from 135 all the way over to the other. Here's first and 10. To throw is gone. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Here's Goff. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. He's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
That's another Detroit Lions.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Second and 10. Here's Goff. And in for the Lions, touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
Browns 21.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And able to get this out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
22 yards there, first down.
That's good.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Go get him, go get him! Go get him!
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he's struggling, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. On the give, here's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Detroit Lions, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
On the jet sweep, it's to Sloan. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
The 2-yard line.
Gibbs is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football. Just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there. Ends up getting spit.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. That was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Sanders. He's got his man on the crossing route. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
And I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is caught. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration.
But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Brian Branch with it. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
51 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. 2nd down and a yard.
Goff now to throw. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm. They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. Bates' kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and goal from the 1.
DC, go.
Gibbs again. And this time he'll score. Touchdown, Lions. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. You can see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The kickoff for the Lions.
And he returns this to the 22. Browns drive about to get started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be caught by St. Brown.
Sanders pass.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Sanders. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Shedeur. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. To throw again, here's Sanders. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. That will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Lions 30-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Most most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the belt 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Here's Sanders. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Aiden Hutchinson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. To throw is Sanders. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
To throw now, here's Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 10 yards out. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 27.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. They're tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Brings up second.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a second down and 9. Back to throw. Goff. Going underneath. Gibbs has it. And to the 36-yard line. Taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Goff now looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Shifts by him. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 30-yard line. Goff now looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions will add to their 4th quarter lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Lions 38, Browns 28.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Sanders to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
There's the quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
60, pass to 60, 60 Maverick, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now Sanders. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Sanders. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw. Sanders. Flush to his right.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down.
79-19.
Looking to throw. Sanders. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll go. Here's Sanders. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Throwing, Sanders. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Sanders pass complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Cleveland.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Like 20.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Like 20.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Here goes time. 180. What's up?
And they'll indeed take a knee.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Lions, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin.